Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm going to attempt for the second time to do this video and see if I can get it to show up on the YouTube going the right direction. If not, I'll try and make the best of it and hope you guys can see and get the idea of what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Anyway, as our first video, this was the napkins that I applied to the pages and to the stamped paper. And the next, all I did was take the stamp edge scissors and cut around the applied napkins to represent a stamp. And it is that simple. I'm going to do a couple. I cut out these prior so we'd have some to stamp on, so I can show you the next step that I did. So I'll finish cutting this one, hopefully in screen, and then we'll move on to the next step. Having a hard time seeing the edge of it. But as you can see, it's just as simple as cutting them out however you want, whatever shape you want, and ending up with something similar to that. Let's see, let's do one on, let's do a larger one that's on the dictionary page. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the stamping. Don't waste a lot of time cutting. As you can see, it doesn't matter a whole lot what your edge is like, but if you like to have a little bit of lighter color on the edge, then you might want to trim away from this, the color of the napkin. Anyway, so that's what we end up with. And then what I did is just kind of laid them out, and then I used the cancellation stamps, Postal and StazOn. I don't know if I'm in screen with the StazOn, but I'm using StazOn. And I just go through and stamp randomly on the pieces. However, let's see, I'll do a, doesn't have to be the whole thing. It can be partial. I have a smaller one on this side, so I can use on maybe some of the smaller stamps. Everybody gets canceled, and then let's see. I'm not sure which way. Let's turn it this way. I guess that's the direction the print's going. And he'll get one there. And let's do one on this one. And I think I might put a second one on this larger one. Anyways, that's just random. Then I took a smaller location stamp. I'm just going to stamp this off to see which direction I have it. And I stamp those just random. That one's a little heavy, so maybe on this one, go a little heavy off the edge. Stamp it off on the lighter colored stamp, maybe so it's not quite so dominant. That gives you just a variety of color and depth. And that one's canceled. Let's do this one. Actually, I have another larger one I'm going to use for this one. Check the direction here. Oh, it's upside down. So we'll ink it, and I think I'll put that there. And I have a little tropical one that I really like to use. I'll show you. Looks like that, and it's fun to do on some of these tropical. So I'm going to do that one there. This one on that side. And I think I'll call that good. And it's just as easy as that. It's whatever stamps you have, whatever stamps you want to use. I used, let me see if I can find it real quick. I used parts of two different sets. One was a Cloud 9. It's this set here, Cloud 9. And I used the cancellation and the flower. And then I also used a BOBUNNY from Tuesday Morning that has several different fun cancellation stamps. So there's a lot of options, but those are the ones I use. And then I used the regular black StazOn, as well as the FISKAR, oops, I guess they're upside down, FISKAR, I call them the stamp edge, but they're pretty simple. I don't know if you can see the cut. But anyway, that's what I used. These are the stamps that we got. And then if you choose, you could ink the edges of some of these. The ones that I did with the white tracing, typing, vintage paper, I don't know, it was from my grandma's house. I just inked the edges of the points a little bit to give it some of a vintage look, take some of the brightness off of it. So that's what that looks like. Whoop. So that might help. You can also do it on the stamped edges, or on the, I'm sorry, dictionary pages. This is a very old dictionary. This also came from my grandparents, and it's dated back early 1900s. So the pages were already discolored, so it makes it look very vintage. Anyway, that's the project I had, the second half. I hope you enjoyed the video, at least get something out of it. I'm still learning how to record, so hopefully that'll improve, but give it a try, and possibilities are unlimited. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Smiles are free. Share them. Goodbye.